Good morning, welcome back to the vlog channel. I don't even know, I can't even talk. Chaos is not the word, and we've only just started. It is 9 minutes past 7. I've just chucked Madam out for a few hours because I now need to go home and pack because we head to the Veteran Horse Society Championships in 4 hours, and I've picked up a little part-time job on top of my other job, so I have had no time to pack because I've just been riding if I've had 5 minutes, and then my dad came up last night because unfortunately we missed his birthday because of the Queen's funeral. He was filming it basically, so he came up last night and I'm still wearing yesterday's makeup because we got back ridiculously late. And yeah, so I thought, right, I'm going to turn her out, go home, have breakfast with them, and then I can start actually packing my stuff. And hopefully we're going to leave around 2 o'clock. So yeah, put your seatbelts on, let's see how this goes. Hello, I am back. It is now just gone, oh no, 10 to 1 now. I have packed, I have bathed. She's very, very grumpy because I bathed her. Hello. Yes, so she's all clean. Head colour that we're going to travel in is out. All my hay nets and water and the shavings bell I'm taking is down there because I'll turn the trailer around to load her. So I will load her and then put those on. I have got my medium turnout rug just in case it's really bad weather, and the stable version, plus a fleece in there. But she's clipped, but she's not like bold clipped, and it's not going to be like freezing. So she's been staying in the medium turnout overnight in the field, so she'll be fine in that. Hay net for travelling, spare lead rope, head collar for the stable, and then it's jammed. So the trolley, which is now my new best friend, the gazebo, the chair, the massage pad, muck out bucket, water bucket, feeds, supplements, table, the prizes I'm donating for the dog show, saddle pads, all my riding clothes, my times, and yes, I think we're good to go. Oh, my concourse dress is in the back corner as well. Yeah, I think that's pretty much my run through. Oh, tack locker. Let's just double check. Oh, I locked it. Boom. Right, I need all 3 bridles. So I've got my concourse bridle, and that also has the badge on for numbers, which I'll keep on there because I'll use that for that. Then I have my other one, which is pretty much the same as that, but with this brow band on for the pairs. And then we have our dressage bridle, which is in there as well. The showing pad, which, yeah, for pairs I'll use that, and concourse, but I'll use dressage obviously. VIP pad, skirt, treats, and hopefully calmers. All of my wash off stuff, some ice gel if we need it, and human calmers and medical kit. So yeah, we are good to go. Now I'm not doing many classes this year, to obviously be able to go to these shows and still keep them affordable. I've had to just enter less classes, so we'll arrive today, and then tomorrow morning I have dressage at 9:37 or something like that. But I did entries. The entries opened for this in June, and I did my entries then. So I entered the intro A because we'd only just started doing our BD. I probably would have liked to have done a prelim, so it's slightly frustrating, but it's fine because I get really nervous doing dressage. So we'll go and do the intro A anyway. Then in the afternoon, I'm just going to help Leanne and kind of chill because Brad's actually still got to work, so he'll be working from the trailer. And then the Friday night is so much fun to watch. They have the dressage demo, all the Strictly Dressage, which is like the fancy dressage to music. And then Saturday I have my concours and my pairs, and I've got a brand new pairs outfit of my own. I'm so excited to use it for the first time. Doing it with Tia again. And that's pretty much all we're doing. So we're not doing anything on the Sunday. Normally it's the Supremes and stuff, but I haven't bothered qualifying. I can't qualify anyway, she's rubbish. She's not, I take that back. We just don't, we always win the area competition and then we don't get looked at in the regional. So it's really like weird because it's not even like she's coming 3rd, 4th, 5th in the areas. She's won every single one she's ever done. And then we qualify for regionals, and then in the regionals they kind of go, don't like her. And it just costs so much money that this year I said, I'm just not going to bother, just to save money. So yeah, we'll be heading home on the Sunday morning because we go on holiday Wednesday. So I don't mind coming back, getting everything unpacked, put away, because I'm working all day Monday and Tuesday, and then we go on holiday Wednesday. So it's a little bit stressful. So yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna do the same stuff. Gonna get there, get her all settled, and make camp. So I'll see you in a minute. So I love that Arena UK really isn't that far for us. I think it's about an hour and a half's drive. So we arrived, grabbed all the stuff we needed for the stable and the doggo. Brad took Dubs and we headed on over. My stable doesn't have as many shavings this time, which is a shame. So I did have to put my own bale in. My fork is plastic, which means it's totally rubbish for like breaking up the solid bale, so I had to do it by hand. And the first thing Dublin did was actually pee on it, so that was nice. Got her all settled in her jams because it was a little bit chilly, and then we headed on back to the trailer to get the trailer all set up. Leanne arrived. We used her trailer as a bit of a wind block. Brad got started on the dinner. And yeah, that's pretty much all we did for the first night. We took our air fryer. Oh my god, we took the air fryer. That was the best thing I think we've ever done. Anyway, we had the chicken wraps. It's become like a staple stay away meal now. And it was really nice and chilled actually the first day. Dubs was very happy. She likes these big stables. Give her her net, put her hood on, and she went to bed. Good morning, guys. I'm just here grazing the munchkin. I thought I'd quickly come and say hello because I didn't get a chance yesterday. It was all a bit of a rush actually in the end. Sort of like leaving. Brad was like, yeah, we can leave now. So yeah, rush. And then we just sort of settled them last night. Had nothing on last night. I have dressage today. I have the intro A. Now, I'm kind of gutted I didn't try doing a prelim because obviously it's unaffiliated here. But I think the issue was the entries opened in June. So I entered this in June when I was still in the mind frame of having just started out dressage, and they won't let me swap or change. So I'm doing intro A, and that's all I've got today, and it's at like 9:30. So I shall give her a school later on tonight, or maybe just like hack around the grounds. But Leanne's here, she's got lots going on. We car camped again last night. We've got Brad and the dog. So yeah, the sun is currently shining, so touch wood it stays like this because it's due to rain, so we shall see. But yeah, let's just see how the day goes. I forgot the stock shirt. So this is a t-shirt that I'm gonna sit like that, do my jacket up. You won't tell. Dressage time. So luckily, I had loads of time to go around the outside. The judge was waiting for a coffee or something. I don't really know, but she was taking forever. But it actually worked in my favour because I just needed to settle the pair of us. So I actually think I got 2 or 3 trots around the outside of the arena before I had to go in. And then I walked up at the top, and when the bell rang, I went back into trot and I actually did a circle before I entered the arena. I used to panic and the bell would go and I'm like, oh, I've got to get in. But I think you actually have something like 45 seconds before you have to go into the arena. So I thought, right, I'll wait to the bell, ask her for trot, and I just got my trot established really before going down the centre line. I just got into a rhythm, did a nice circle, and then gave myself time before I went down the arena basically. Okay, so my first centre line I got a 7.54. I actually thought it was one of the straightest centre lines I've ever done, and she did comment that it was straight and balanced. We then come round to B, and it is a 20 centimetre circle right. Again, she put active and balanced, and I got a 7.5 again. And then it says between B and F you have to show 1 horse's length of walk. I got a 6. The comment was that it was a little bit abrupt to walk. Yes, I can see that. I've been practicing that, but we've not quite achieved that yet. And then something I was really pleased with was I always get really bad marks on my 2 half 10-meter circles. So you do half 10 centimeter circle to the middle, and again the other way. I actually got an 8 for these, and it says balance and suppleness shown. So I was really pleased with that. We then had to show one more horse's length of walk, and I actually got 6.5. So it's a little bit better than the last one. It just says better steps, so that was good. Can't be cross at that. Then came round and we had to do a 20 centimeter circle left at E, and I got a 7.5. It says balance and rhythm shown, but pole a little low. She was, because I'd warmed up for quite a while, I think she was a little bit on the tired side, and she does tend to lean on my hand and go down, so I completely understand that. Then it says between K and A, transition to medium walk, and we got a 7.5, and she just put that it was obedient. I'm guessing that's just a politer way of saying, again, it was quite abrupt. When you ask for walk, this horse will give you walk. That's one thing. So this then led into a change in the rein on a free walk, on a long rein, and we got a 7. Now it says stretching could be more forward. This was a better free walk than I've had previously, but of course this judge has no idea what my other ones were like, so she can only judge what she sees. I managed to get her head lower than normal, but I do need to try and get her steps a bit more forward. She's a little bit slow on her free walks. So it just said, yeah, stretching could be more forward, so that's fine. I'll take that. That's something I'm going to practice. Then we have to circle at A and pick up trot after X. Now, I got a 7.5 for this. She said I got clear walk steps, obedient and balanced to trot. So, can't be cross at that, I guess. 7.5, that's not too shabby. We then changed the rein from M to K. I got a 7. It said balance and straight, but pole low again. So, I don't know. I have to see. Maybe it's fitness. Maybe she just leans on me. Not really sure. So that's something to definitely get practicing. You then come straight up the centre line again. And I got a 7.5 again for my final centre line. And square halt.
Good. Hmm? Dubs.
I was actually really pleased with that. I just get so nervous. I actually am not cross that I did the intro because I felt really sick. I don't know why, because obviously like Team Quest is a bit different, but I think she was naughty here last year, and I just sort of, I'm really grateful I had all that time to go around the outside, because I was just literally saying to myself, like, breathe, go jelly-like, really relax. And then she settled, and it's just like, I just get nervous. And then I spoke to a friend afterwards. I was like, I'd rather jump the meter workers class than do that again. Why do we do this to ourselves? But I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased. I've got no idea what the sheet's gonna be like. The judge looked a little bit like, you know, no smiles. So we'll see. Oh yes, still on a buzz. Anyway, treated myself to a bacon egg sandwich, and then we knew we had this storm coming, so I went to go and get Dublin stable ready. I hadn't actually mucked out from the morning because I took her straight back to the trailer and then she'd been stood there. So yeah, I got all that ready, got her all rugged up, got her plenty of haylage, and basically just knew we were going to have to ride out this storm. I was so pleased that we had no classes this afternoon because it was absolutely atrocious. How this gazebo is still standing, I do not know. I've had that 7 years and it was like £25 off Amazon, and the fact that it's still alive is amazing. Anyway, ran over to the office because we heard the dressage sheets were back. So I grabbed my sheet and I was absolutely over the moon to see that she'd come second, and they gave out 2 rosettes, which was really nice. And look how big this one is. Anyway, that storm really hit, and basically there was nothing we could do, so we all hid in the car with the electric blanket and the heating on, basically. Oh my god. So literally all afternoon we've done nothing but hide in the car because it's been peeing it down with rain, really, really windy. But we're cooking dinner, and you saw earlier we've brought our air fryer with us to do like jacket potatoes and things like that because I don't want to use all the gas. And I've just stepped in the trailer, it's been on for about 20 minutes and the trailer is so warm. It's acting as a heater, but like my hair is ridiculous. The plan is we're going to go and feed the horses. We're not going to walk them yet. It's meant to stop about 8 o'clock, so I think we'll walk them a bit later on. Going to feed, give some more hay, skip out, have our dinner whilst watching the evening performance stuff. They've got all the, like, the demos and dressage music, so I'll share as much as I can, but I won't be able to put in the music, unfortunately. Yeah, there's not really a lot else we can do because the weather is terrible. This wind is crazy. I don't even know if you can hear me. Dinner. She gets soaked. She's getting soaked. I just need to skip out. I'm giving her some more haylage and then I'll feed her once we get back. But yeah. So I actually had to move Dublin's haylage to the back of the stable because the rain was just coming through that grill. The grill's great for ventilation, but not great for the rain. And then when we got back, we made our dinner and the heavens opened, so we didn't actually take it to the indoor. We just thought we'd eat it here so it didn't get wet, which was nice and cozy. Took all our blankets, took a basket of treats, we fill it with some food and drink, and settled down to watch the dressage music. I'm sorry I can't put the music in, but YouTube will literally have a fit, so you're just going to have to listen to my voice and the music that Epidemic Sound gives us. So basically this is a really good fun class. This was Barbie and she was amazing. On the back of her shirt it said midlife crisis Barbie, I think. It was so funny. But this class is basically fancy dress, dressage to music, and everyone like claps along to the songs, which kind of isn't fair because it winds the horses up, but the costumes are incredible. This was Dolly Parton. She was my absolute favourite and we sang along to her songs. But we've had Lion King, we had Shrek, there was Midlife Crisis Barbie, we had Monsters Inc, we had Greatest Showman, we had so much Disney. It was incredible. But you get judged on your costumes. That was Sandy from Greece. You get judged on your costumes, on your actors that you take in the arena with you, and then obviously you're judged on your dressage test as well. So you can have people in the arena like acting out things, and this one was just so cool. And then, oh my god, this was actually really sad, but like happy sad. If you have a veteran that's been going to the Veteran Horse Society for a while and they retire, the VHS put on a proper retirement party. So you get all dressed up in your evening performance stuff, and then you walk into the arena and they basically read out everything that this horse has achieved. So this, guys, you'll recognise her. It's Hetty and Tia. Hetty is 30 years old now. She has had like a stupidly brilliant show jumping career. I think she's won over like 100 grand a euro or whatever. She's just been amazing. But yeah, she's 30 now, so Tia is going to be retiring her from competition because she just gets a little bit tucked up now. It shows, you can sort of see she gets a little bit stressed, so this is her last one. We are still going to meet up for farm rides, but when she did her cantering lap of honour, I couldn't film because I actually stood up and gave this horse a standing ovation. Morning, guys. She is on one this morning. I've just done a lap of the arena walkways and I've just found an arena to come and walk her in because, as you would have seen, yesterday we had the tail end of a storm from Florida. We couldn't walk them because people were losing tents, gazebos, parts of, you know, everything was flying around. So she was stuck in her stable from, I think, 1 o'clock yesterday. So really not ideal. She's got a little bit of filling in her legs, so I'm just taking her for a really good long walk this morning. We're not on till about 11 o'clock, so yeah, I'm out of breath because she's having power walking. But yeah, like I can't do a lot of talking to you guys because either Arena UK are playing music or the weather has just been absolutely diabolical. So yeah, we only had dressage yesterday, you haven't missed much. We just hid from the storm really and then watched the evening entertainment, which we would have seen. But today we have concours and concours and Pez, and of course, like Hetty retiring yesterday, it's just like the official ceremony that the VHS do. So her last day of classes are sort of like today and tomorrow. It's our last ever pairs class together. One of Tia's other horses will be taking Hetty's spot, but it's the last one with Hetty, so very, very sad. I'll still be meeting up with her for farm rides, but yeah, it's sad. But yeah, walking. Where are you? There you are. We're just out for a leg stretch, and I'm going to let her have a graze and get some breakfast and a cup of tea, because it is 7:30. Dublin's favourite grassy bank to come and have a nibble on. This was actually right by our trailer, which was quite nice, so I could stand with a cup of tea. But then it was time to get all my glad rags on, because it was concourse time. And then I packed the trolley with all the stuff I needed for pairs, because once we got down to the arena, we were staying there. Arena UK have done this new indoor warm-up. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I have to say again, Dublin warmed up amazingly. She feels so good, and it's really given me motivation to keep her going this winter, because I just want this feeling to continue. So, class time, and this is, as you all know, my absolutely favourite class. I just love how there's no pressure behind it. Now, Dublin has won this class the past 2 years, but this is a really good example to say about how like concourse works, because every judge is completely different. Now, some of this footage is from Horse and Country TV, so this is quite cool. But yeah, this judge in particular had been picking all the really dark costumes all day, so like your blacks and your navies and things like that. So that's just how concourse works, and I think that's why I love it. There's no pressure, there's not really a lot you can do other than going in and looking pretty. So yeah, Leanne took an amazing win with that beautiful costume. Then Dublin was 5th, and I was really pleased for Hetty and Tia, because that's the first time that dress is sort of been placed quite high, so that was really nice. Now, Dublin's favourite part, as we all know, is the lap of honours, and despite having calming cookies, she was getting a little bit excited. Now the issue I have is she pulls and pulls and pulls on me, so I go and give a half halt, and then she basically throws her head in a fit, and I have to end up like not having any contact at all, and she doesn't go anywhere, she just does this. Now at the time it felt like she gave her quite a big buck, but she didn't. But when I left the arena, everyone was like, oh god, are you okay? So I'm quite pleased I got to watch that back, but like what on earth was she doing with her legs? Then it was the super duper standard get ready for pairs, because there's like 1 or 2 classes between this and the concourse, and I had my brand new pairs outfit, so I was really pleased with these. It was made by Bex, the same woman who made my concourse dress, so she's made these for me, and it means that I've basically got a pairs outfit, so I can do it with whoever I want, whenever I want really now. So I can't lie, I was really trying to hold it together in this class. It is the last class I'm ever going to do with Hetty. Hetty, of course, as I said earlier, is retiring, so it's the last time these two are going in the ring as yin and yang. They've become quite known as the yin and yang pair, so it is really actually quite sad, and I put a lot of pressure on myself, and I was feeling really nervous, because our only goal was just to get Hetty into the evening performance so that she could have one last final dance under those lights, and I was so nervous that I would screw it up. I think when you're in a pair, it's more difficult because you're responsible for the other rider, you know. So we did our standard routine. I've got a bit of the Horse and Country footage again, and Tia counts us down, so she says trotting in 3, 2, 1, and we trot, and then into the canter, which we do in the first corner. Now I think we were a little bit behind, I can't actually remember, this is the first time I've watched it back. Yeah, I was a little bit late. But then my issue I have is Dublin absolutely point blank refuses to trot unless the other horse is trotting. I think she thinks she's going to get left behind. So when I asked for trot, I got that. And yeah, I was really annoyed at myself, because I thought, oh my god, I fluffed it, I've ruined it. I've just, I was fuming, and I just kept apologising to Tia. But moved on to the next stage. The judge did actually really like Dublin. I think he's a hunter judge, so I was kind of hoping that we could maybe claw it back together. We came along, and I said I'll get the second transition to trot whilst completely hiding behind Tia, back down to the walk. You only need to do something short and sweet, and we turn across to face the judge. He did actually ask us to show quite a few strides of walk at the end, so we went straight directly towards him, and Tia counted us down, but Dublin's used to stopping, so I was having to keep going. I was like, no, 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 he wants more walk. And oh my god, look, boom. I cannot believe how in time that was. I just have to watch it again. I mean, all the way down to the pat, the salute and the pat, we couldn't have timed it better. Now, top 3 from each section. So they had section A and section B because there's too many horses in the arena at once. Top 3 got through and we were called 3rd. Oh my god, literally, I started crying at this point. I just was so over the moon. Oh, Hetty, you angel. Yep, we got her through to the evening and that was just the only goal. And at this point, I started crying. I was just so pleased that we got to do it one final time, and Dublin again. Here we go with the stupid lap of honour. I mean, I'm trying to like not hold any contact whilst trying to remain in a little bit of control. So I just balanced in the middle of her and kind of let her do whatever she needed to do underneath me. Right, moving swiftly on. There was a weighbridge at the event, so we said, right, come on. I know that I'm having trouble with Dublin's weight now that she's on the haylage. I really love the feed she's on. The feed is perfect, but because she's now having to be on haylage all the time, I'm really struggling with the weight. So I went to go and get some advice. She was 626. Oops. So she's no longer known as Dubs. She's now called Tubbs. But after talking about all her problems with her hyperallergenic skin, there wasn't a lot the woman could do. So just got to change our haylage amounts, I think, really. Right, then it was straight back to the trailer to get ready for the evening performance. Brad started cooking dinner. I started getting all my stuff clean and ready, getting everything packed into the box, redoing my makeup. I just wanted to go all out. The dog was just living his best life in the back of the car. We had the laptop on so we could start watching the evening performance because Horse and Country was streaming it. Bex finally made it, so it was lovely to see her. And straight into the evening. So basically, we didn't actually cover ourselves in glitter or anything like I said I wanted to because Tia had to use her jacket tomorrow for the Veteran Supremes. So it was fine. We just went in and thoroughly enjoyed our final last dance under the lights. We said we don't care what happens, what placing we come. We just wanted to be there. So the girls were eventually called in 6th, and technically it's 6 out of 12, so we actually really were over the moon. And the person who sponsors this class makes sashes all the way down to 6th place, so absolutely over the moon. Oh, and here we go again, a bit more stupidity. But look, oh, I'm just so pleased for Hetty, and Tia was having a great time laughing at me, so it all worked out in the end. Finally, a very late bedtime for Dublin. Luckily the rain has stopped. I was just so pleased with her. Got her all put to bed because we had an early start. Again, we live streamed the Supremes because all my friends were in them, but it was time for us to pack up and go home. We luckily got home just gone midday, so Madam had to double check where she was. She's always got to just make sure to sort of, you know, am I at home? Yep. Okay, I know where I am. Yeah, brilliant. Straight out in the field because she deserved a good old roll into Get Dirty. And, oh, can't believe that show is over for another year. So that's it, guys. We are home. I'm sorry I didn't do a lot of face-to-face talking, but Arena UK always have music on in the background. And it's really noisy and it's actually quite windy, so you wouldn't have been able to hear me anyway. But we are home safe and sound. Dublin is out in the field. We got back at 12:10, so she's going to get a good 5-6 hours out in the field now. I have got all of this to unpack and I'm being cheeky. Well, actually it's nothing cheeky about it at all. I've got my laptop set up in the stable because I need to sort all this out. I've brought all my bedding home, and my friend Leanne luckily and very kindly gave me a bale of shavings because she got one for free and she doesn't use shavings. So with the cost of everything going up, I definitely was bringing those back. So whilst I sort my stable out, I'm going to be watching the rest of the Supremes on my laptop because I am a subscriber to Horse and Country. And yeah, I've got all this to clean out because we go on holiday Wednesday and I'm not going to have any other time to do it. So yeah, hopefully I have explained everything in the voiceovers, but we just had the best time. I just really enjoyed it. I'm gutted that that's our last show of the season. We have got lots planned though, just no competitions, but I am going to be competing in January. So I have got a very busy November and December. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you're subscribed. I hope you enjoyed this video and our last championship of the season. Back to reality, and I'll see you next time. Bye.